Hey everyone, Qualified Sane Gaming here. Now, there are a couple of characters that have been revealed for Gekishin Squadron that we haven't actually covered yet. So now that all four characters have now been revealed, let's have a look. By the way, what characters were you excited for? So yes, one of the first characters announced was Hit. Hit was teased a couple of days ago.
In all my years, I've never allowed
That is such a cool looking helmet right here. Man, Hit looks kind of cool. Why? But why Vegeta? Like, what? At what point did Hit go after Vegeta? I don't even remember when that happened.
I can finally finish the job.
That's so cool looking, though. They've really fit in Hit's time skip into the game, which is kind of insane, really. Hitman who can blindside enemies with deadly attacks, disorient your targets with making it go really fast. Let's go back here. He's a technical, as we know, then approach sight unseen to quickly finish the job. Now, he does look quite difficult, and it looks like you need a good team. Passive, Fear of Death. Apply a debuff that shrinks the target's field of view. Fear of Death will be applied when attacking an enemy hero who has not spotted you. Stacking Fear of Death will apply movement speed down to the enemy and they'll receive additional damage. While the cooldown for Dimensional Infiltration will also be shortened. So yeah, you can walk behind the enemy with this attack. It's good with other teams members, I'm guessing. Rush Attack, which is his basic attack, range increase during stealth while in bushes or undiscovered by an enemy. So basically, his whole thing is literally being an assassin. Try and use your stealth to your advantage. Because a powered up attack, if used against enemy hero while in the state, warping you to an enemy's position and dealing more damage. So if you're hiding, you will have a slight teleport towards them. Fire an energy attack that penetrates the enemies and walls. This is activated during stealth while bushes. The effect of stealth or bushes will remain. So even if you use it while hiding, you're still hiding. Vital Point Strike. A thrust attack generates a shockwave with an attack with skill level 2. So you need to be at least level 2 to get this. Targets enemy heroes who haven't discovered you when it hits. So again, it's all about using those clouds and those bushes and anything that can allow you to hide. Dimensional Infiltration. Warp to a set point and enter an alternate space-time, granting buffs. Applies stealth and movement speed up to self while in alternate space-time. So yeah, again, it's more about hiding and attacking. Now this is an AoE, I think. Yeah, this is his ultimate. Unleashes Murderous Energy, grant you buffs. Applies Fear of Death, movement speed down, and obscured vision to nearby enemies, and applies the same effect as Dimensional Infiltration to self. If the effects of Dimensional Infiltration are cancelled, they will be reapplied so as long as no actions have been performed other than movement. So as long as you just run around, you will stay hidden. So you can attack once and then run behind them. As I said, Hit seems like a very difficult character to start with, and will take some time for people to practice. But once he's practiced, he could be really good. But I can see a lot of people complaining day one that he sucks, because a lot of people will just try and play him like a normal. So yeah, what's your thought on Hit? I think he looks okay, but it'd be interesting to see how this plays. Leave a comment down below. The next character, which was announced. By the way, I finally fixed the resolution, so I don't know why why is it so bad?
Now to fight like
This is Twitter quality. So yeah, Android 17 has been announced. Android 17, along with Android 18, makes a great pair.
Poor thing. You really
Ah, cool. That shield is awesome. Yeah, you can, as you can see, you shield a teammate, you've got a barrier. And this is, by the way, this is where Gamma 1 got leaked. I know Gamma 1 has been announced now, and we'll talk about him in a second, but this was leaked by accident by... So yeah, I'm excited to play as Android 17, I'm not going to lie. Android 17 might be one of my new mains once I unlock him. I enjoyed Boo. So Android 17, a technical, a loyal hero who fights while protecting allies with barriers. Takes on anything with limitless energy as you lead your allies to victory. By the way, I should have fixed the screen resolution. Infinite energy reactor. Use energy to reactivate your skills. Including super attacks can be activated while on cooldown. Energy can be used while recovered over time. More skills that are on cooldown, the faster energy will replenish. As that bar goes up, you can reuse your abilities earlier. Rush attack. What makes this incredibly powerful is I know it looks very basic, but it stops the enemy from transforming, which is an incredibly overpowered skill, really. Variable. Kick a barrier in the target direction. Enemies hit by the attack will have the damage, defense, and movement speed buffs converted to debuffs. So any advantages the enemy has, you turn against them. If reacted with Infinite Energy Reactor, which is at the start, is passive, it'll also do more damage based on the debuffs. And once it's leveled up, the number of barriers will increase. It's kind of a basic looking move, but I guess it's making sense, but it's weird. Barrier Knuckle, rush forward in target direction and strike with barrier-clad fist. Enemies hit by the attack will be affected with movement speed down. If reacted with an infinite energy reactor, an additional stagger effect will be applied. Your passive kicking in for all your abilities as a secondary effect. The stagger could be quite... Android Barrier. Form a barrier to protect yourself and allies. You and any ally nearby will gain extra HP. If reacted while infinite energy reactor, movement speed up will also be applied. Effect diminishes over time. The barrier doesn't look long, last long, but I don't know if it's actually that short. And then his ultimate counter barrier. Form a barrier to protect yourself and ally heroes while blowing up the surrounding area. You and any ally hero nearby will gain extra HP. Applies no healing EX to enemies hit by the attack. The less total HP you have, the more damage dealt, and the more HP received. Pre-registration now open. Ekishin Squadra. What's your thought on Android 17? Android 17 looks like, I'll be honest, it looks meta to me, and he looks like a lot of fun as well. So I'm interested to see what his costumes he'll have. Whether he'll have anything from GT or anything from more super stuff, or his original Z outfit. Thoughts down below of what you would like to see with Android 17. We actually... Oh my god, that resolution's so bad at the start. Anyway, we saw these leak with the Android 17, which we just talked about. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are a duo unit that can swap between the two, which is an interesting play style for a MOBA. I don't think there's any MOBAs that actually have that. I like the fact that they've got the cartoony effects that from the movie to appear, which is kind of cool. It adds to the effect of the Gammas. By the way, Iron Kane is eating good, right, with all the androids. Gamma is, of course, a damage type. We knew that was 2 technicians and 2 damage. So the fact that we got the 2 technicians with hit in Android 17 means that we knew that we were going to get 2 more damage. Concept: a superhero tag team with Gamma 1 specializing in large-scale brawls and Gamma 2 in small-scale skirmishes. Join forces with special powers and vanquish evil using combination attacks. Gamma Switch allows Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 to swap in battle. Each Gamma has their own HP and rush attack and movement speed. I'm interested to see how much this is because it feels... I think the HP bar is a lot less than the normal HP bar. Because if they had the same HP bar, that'd be broken. The 2 will be swapped with when certain skills are used or when a base HP reaches 0. So if you die as Gamma 2, you'll auto-swap to Gamma 1 and reverse if you're Gamma 1. When on standby with 0 base HP, Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 can be revived by performing special pose or healing them at the spawn point. As you can see, they auto-swap based on if they die or if you just want to. Rush attack Gamma 1, a blast using ray gun. A third consecutive attack will be powered up and the Gamma on standby will follow up with a ray gun attack that deals additional damage. More damage is dealt while special pose is in effect. You can see there's a lot of stuff beneficial from special pose. A rush attack Gamma 2, a physical attack. A third consecutive attack would be powered up by the Gamma on standby. So this is, again, these are your 2 basic melee attacks from what I can tell. So if you're doing a melee attack with Gamma 2, then it will swap. It will also on the special. It will eventually, have a special Gamma 1. Gamma 2 dashes forward and delivers a strike. This skill can be reacted immediately after use. If the third hit explodes and deals additional damage, can be reactivated while Gamma has base. Basically, if Gamma is 2, you can't use this. Also, if special pose is up, you gain additional HP. You've got to time it with Gamma 2 there. You've got to make sure he's alive. As Gamma 1, deal a flying kick that causes a shockwave, gains extra HP upon activation. When the shockwave hits, creates an explosion around after the shockwave and deals more damage at skill level 3. Can be activated when Gamma 1... Same. Gamma 1 is dead, you can't use this skill. Which kind of limits the character if you have people dead. Gamma Blaster, full burst. Use a ray gun to scatter shots in set direction. Can move or redirect while attacking. That's good. More damage is dealt with special poses in effect. That is such a cool looking move, by the way. Special pose. Creates a surrounding explosion that staggers enemies while striking a hero pose. Heals HP 1 activated and allows Gamma 1 and 2 to work in tandem for a set period. Combines the HP stat into 1, so basically it makes you a normal character and transforms the rush attacks and skill attacks into combination attacks. And activate Core Breaker at skill level 3, which is their ultimate. Yeah, that's cool. So all their main attacks now become... And here we go, here's the Core Breaker. As Gamma 2 rush in for a last-ditch attack at a set position, can only be activated once per battle during a skill level 3 special pose. Super special pose, not special pose. brings the base HP of Gamma 2 to 0. So basically, even if you revive Gamma 2, which I'm guessing you can, you will not be able to use this attack ever again. So, at least during the battle. So make sure you use it wisely because it is a one-shot, one-time deal. So I'm going to guess it does ridiculous damage. The Gammas, I'm interested to see how they actually play with people playing the game. Like, they look fun, but the combination could be interesting because people will just get frustrated that they're dying so fast. If people like hit target them, it'll be interesting to see how they play. I will give them a try, but so far they're probably not the DPS for me. And finally, the last character revealed. Man, the Discord went crazy last night when this was revealed. Kale was announced as a DPS. As we know, there was only 2 DPS left. And, oh my god, the Discord. In social media, everyone wanted Broly, but they dropped Kale. Now, I don't mind that. I like Kale, so I'm incredibly excited to play as Kale. Like, this is probably going to be my DPS of choice, I'm not going to lie. I mean, look at her. Just look at her. Look at Kale. Oh my god. But... Aw.
What am I doing?
And as you can see, unlike a lot of the other transformations from that teaser, you can see that it's actually a limited transformation. Which makes sense, because she could only stay berserk for a short time. Kale, damage. A hero of 2 natures that normally supporting allies from the shadows, she'll wreak havoc on the front lines when going berserk. Anyone who dares go close during a rampage should be prepared for overwhelming destructive power. I can't wait. Courage for comrades. Boost damage dealt by skills activated at an ally's hero position. Basically, when you're near someone, you'll do more damage. Which is kind of cool. And I think you also support other... Okay, so you can see the little line showing you that, okay, you can see how close you can be with the line as well. You can probably turn that off if you want to, but it's a good visual aid. Rush attack. Fine energy blast dealing more damage when activated near an ally. Becomes a physical strike when transformed to the Super Saiyan Berserk. So range during base, physical during transformation. The third attack becomes powered up, dealing increased damage. Blaster shot. Fires a barrage of enemy blasts that explode upon impact, can move while attacking. That is cool looking. Now, I saw a lot of people complain about this online, so I'd be interested to see how this is. Fire a long-range enemy blast deals more damage to enemies who are further away. Any range damage dealt will increase the longer its charge. Now, this is quite a fast game, so the fact that you have to charge it means that some people are worried that then won't be able to get it off. This will probably be a good base blast, I feel like this will be good for when you're defending bases from enemies that are already on the base. Or even just probably to actually attack the base with one blast. I think there could be some situations where this will be quite useful. Or for taking out the giants. That might be useful for that as well. Energy sphere. Fly a slow-moving energy blast that gradually grows in size. If charge hit, the blast explodes in a horizontal direction. If blaster shot hits the blast. So basically... You can hit it with one of your other 2 skills and it will do a different thing. That's kind of cool. That's the normal attack. I'm guessing this will be it'll blow in like a cross shape. And this will be a dome. So yeah, depending on how the layout of your opponents are, you could do that to do more damage as an AoE effect. Evolution break. Unleash volatile energy and generate a surrounding shockwave. Transforming into Super Saiyan Berserk upon activation. Gain no attack, obstruction effects, and extra HP. Rush attacks will change, and you will not be able to use skills. Vanishing step will change into forward lunge with an attack that staggers enemies. So yeah, you can't use your skills, but you have become very punchy. And it looks so cool. But I think you can use your ultimate during this, right? Activate evolution break to transform. So use your ultimate to transform. Okay, so normally you're in base, but yeah, normally you're in base, but your ultimate attack transforms you, from what I can tell. Yeah, this just tells you what the transformation does. Your ultimate is what transforms you. It affects cancel after sit period or after extra HP is used up. So if you take too much damage, you'll also go back to base Kale. I'm excited to try Kale, but I feel like Kale might be better with pre-made parties. So if you're playing with friends, Kale might be the better DPS when you're doing that. when you're on in a random group, it might be an issue keeping up with other people, though you're normally supposed to have at least one other person with you in top or bottom lane. It shouldn't be that difficult, but you never know with random people. Thoughts on Kale? Also, breaking news, the fact that we hit 3 million preloads means that we will also be getting Daima Goku at launch. I've actually already put a video up for Daima Goku in the past. So yeah, we will be officially getting Daima Goku as part of the launch party, launch preload. Basically, everyone will be getting in because we reached the pre-register amount. Thank you everyone for pre-registering, and leave a comment down below which character you excited for the most in this video. Myself, Android 17 and Kale. Yeah, Android 17 for Technician and Kale for DPS. What characters were you hoping for? Were you hoping for Broly too? Are you a little frustrated that it's Kale? Or was there another DPS that you wanted? I know a lot of people were looking for Toppo. Some people are after Margin Vegeta. I heard people wanted Pui Pui and Yamcha and TN. Some people saying they wanted TN over Kale. Sorry, but Kale's cool. Anyway, leave a comment down below which character you would have liked to have seen added. Anyway, big shout out to everyone that's watching right now. Thank you so much for the love and support. A lot of Gekkoushun Squadron content coming out next week. Until next time, bye-bye.